Hello friends, welcome to the channel. This is Dr. Vaishali and this is my first video about the research grant proposal. So in today's video, we are going to discuss about the research opportunities which are provided by SIR for women scientists to explore their career. And this is about SIR Power Grant. We will have a detailed look on what are the eligibility criteria for it, what are the objectives of this scheme, and how to prepare the proposal or how to submit the proposal, and what are the important deadlines if you want to apply for it. So let's have a quick look on that. So SERB Power Grant, that is having two categories. The first one is SERB Power Research Grant, and the second one option in this category is SERB Power Fellowships. So let's see them one by one now. So before going to that, what is this scheme? So this scheme is proposed by Ministry of Science and Technology, and it is implemented by SIR. And this is exclusively designed for women scientists. It is only for women scientists, and there are various objectives for that, so that the women scientists will be empowered, and in addition to that there will be an women friendly culture in our academic as well as research institutions. And it is proposed that it may going to help to mitigate gender disparity in science and engineering research. So in that, the first category, that is the Power Research Grant. So in that there are two levels, level 1 and level 2. Level 1 is for those applicants who are working in IIT, IICR, IISc, NIT, central universities and national labs of central government institutions, and they can apply a funding of up to 60 lakhs for a duration of 3 years. While the second one, level 2, it is for those applicants who are working in state university or colleges and private academic institutions. They can go for level 2, and here they are having a limited funding, that is up to 30 lakh again for 3 years. So this is the only difference for those who are working from IITs or NITs, while those who are working in state university or private, they have this limit of 30 lakh. Then the next category, that is SIR Power Fellowship. It is having an important eligibility condition that the women researcher should be in a particular age group, that is 35 to 55 years of age. Here the person will be awarded a fellowship of rupees 15,000 per month in addition to her regular income. And in addition to that, the research support will be given in terms of research grant of rupees 10 lakh per annum, so that they can purchase equipment, they can hire some manpower, purchase consumables, or it can be utilized for travel and contingency purposes. While there will be an overhead expense of rupees 90,000 per annum, which will be catered under this fellowship scheme. This is again going to be for 3 years duration, and there is no possibility of extension. The proposal has to be finished within 3 years time limit, and it is once in a career opportunity. If it is availed by once, the person cannot apply it repeatedly. So these are the two schemes. Now let's see that how the proposals are invited. So for the funding purpose, the proposals are invited through two streams. First, by direct application. So the call will be there and the proposals will be asked for the person, then the interested individuals can submit the application. The second stream is through the CRG scheme, the core research grant scheme. So all PSCs which are not being considered under core research grant, they are diverted for this stream 2, and those are considered under the power grant scheme. Now there are some important eligibility, as there are like for the various schemes. The first one is that the applicant has to be Indian citizen. In the research scheme, if there is co-PI, then he should be or she should be from the India. She should be from India, or they should possess Indian citizenship. Here, the important condition is that if a co-PI is a woman, then she can even apply for research grant, the funding. While if the co-PI is any male member, then he is not eligible to get the uh, funding. He is not eligible. So they can contribute, but without any monetary benefits. Then the applicant must be in regular academic position or in research position. it is all the guidelines which are there for SERP, CRG, those are applicable to Power Grant scheme also. And here the selection is based on the recommendation by the Program Advisory Committee, where they are going to screen the applications, and if required they may call for discussion or presentation. And in this scheme, the rule is that the women scientists cannot hold the Power Fellowship and Power Grant at the same time. It has to be only one of them. Then the next eligibility condition is that faculties who are recruited through UGC faculty scheme program, recharge program, they are eligible to apply here also. Then Inspire faculty, Ramanujan and Ramalinga Swamy fellows, they are also eligible to apply, provided they have at least 3.5 years of tenure remaining at the time of submission of application. Secondly, those investigators who will be superannuating during the duration of the project or who are already superannuated, they are also eligible to apply. In such cases, a women faculty or scientist from the host institute who has at least 5 years of service remaining should be associated as co-PI. The host institution should allow the investigator to continue after superannuation and provide required support towards implementation of the project. So these are some eligibility conditions. Now let's come to how to submit the online application. So for that purpose, the applicant has to first register into the online website, and then after going through the login, applicants are required to fill up all the mandatory fields in profile detail section. Under user profile, they have to include their detailed biodata as per the format, include your photo, institute address. So there are all those requirements. And similarly, if you are having a co-PI, so your co-PI should be also registered as per the same procedure. So this is the login portal of SERP Online. Here you can, using your username and password once you have set it, or when you have created your login credentials, you can access it. Then when you will be applying online, you will be required to give some other details, like you have to prepare a project proposal in detail. So in that you need to decide a project title which should have maximum 500 characters. Then there will be a requirement of project summary, which is again of having a limit of maximum 3000 characters. Then you have to provide 6 keywords at maximum. Then you have to prepare some objectives of the project work which you have planned, and there is again some character limits for all of them. And you have to define what are going to be the outcomes of your proposed work. Then there will be budget requirements, like how much amount and where you are going to utilize. So there is a format to prepare all the relevant information as a other technical document format, OTD format. The link I will be sharing in the description box of the video. You can access that format through the link. Then for the 2021 call, the online application submission is going to open from 1st September 2021, and the deadline for submission is 30th September 2021. So all of you can utilize these guidelines or can utilize this option to get the funds for your lab. And all the best with your application. If you need any other information, you can give your suggestion or your comment in the comment box below. And if you like the video and you will like to have such more videos in the future, kindly like, subscribe and share the channel. Thanks for joining and best wishes to you.